everyone, this is Ramos. So tutuloy po natin na yung ating aralin. So we are now on the null set, universal set, subset, cardinality of set, power set, and the proper subset. So this time we're going to have this cardinality. So how many element does a set have? Pagka tinatanong tayo kung ilang element meron, tinutukoy niyan yung cardinal number. Ilang element meron yung set, that is the cardinal number. Okay, so let us have this activity. So suppose we have this set A, vowels from the English alphabet. Okay, so mas madaling alamin kung ilan yung element kung yan ay naka-illustrate gamit yung roster method. So gagawin muna natin yan na roster method. So A will be equal to, we have the element. This A contains the element. Ano yung mga vowels natin? We have A, we also have E, then we have I, then we have O, then we have U. Okay, so those are the vowels from the English alphabet. This time we're going to count the number of element. Ilang element ba meron yung set A? Ilan ba yung object? Ilan yung nasa loob ng brace? Bibilangin po natin. Yan yung ating cardinal number of set A. So that is, we have A, E, then we have I, then we have O, then we have U. So we have 5 elements. So we're going to write that one here. So ito yung notation natin ng cardinal number with a small letter n. Then we have the name of the set enclosed by a parenthesis that will be equal to the number of element in a given set. Okay, so this time let us have this number 2. Set B. This is already written in a roster form, so what we're going to do now is to count the number of element contained by that set B. Ilang element meron yung ating set B? Bilangin lang natin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So we have 7 element. So the cardinal number of set B will be equal to 7. Next, let us have set C. So this given set is written or illustrate in a set builder notation. So mas madaling alamin kung ilang element or object meron yung set kung yan ay naka-set builder notation. So ang gagawin natin, illustrate muna natin siya into a roster form. So by listing the element, we have set C that will be equal to, we have ano yung mga prime numbers that is between 6 and 20. Only prime numbers. Ulitin ko lang ha, pag sinabing prime number, wala nang ibang factor except 1 and the number itself. We're going to consider those prime numbers that is between 6 and 20 or mas mataas sa 6 at mas bababa sa 20. Ano yung mga prime numbers na yon? So we have 7. We also have 11. Then we have 13. We also have 17. Then we also have 19. So, yan yung mga prime number in between 6 and 20. So, ngayon naman, madali na lang natin malalaman kung ano yung cardinal number ng set C. So, by counting how many object or how many element in set C, we have 1, then we have 2, 3, 4, and 5. So, meron tayong 5 element. So, the cardinal number of set C will be equal to 5. Okay, so may tanong. So, yan lang po yung technique dyan para malaman natin kung ano yung cardinal number ng set. Kailangan i-express nyo yan into roster form para madaling bilangin kung yan ay naka-verbal description man o di kaya naka-set builder notation. Kailangan i-express nyo muna siya into roster form at bibilangin lang ninyo kung ilang object or ilang element meron yung set. Yan na yung ating cardinal number of the given set. Okay, so proceed na tayo. This time, let us have the null set, or that is also called as the empty set. So, ang set na walang element, ang tawag doon ay empty set. Tanda na, empty set. Ito yung symbol natin ng empty set, P. That is a Greek letter Phi, or simply we're going to use this brace without element in between that brace. So, take note pala na yung cardinal number ng empty set ay 0. Ito yung symbol natin. Okay, so again, when you say empty set, it is a set with no element. Walang element. Kung yung set ay walang element, ang tawag doon ay empty set. Okay, next, let us have the subset. Okay, so ito yung symbol natin ng subset. A is a subset of set B kung lahat ng element meron si set A ay makikita sa set B. Okay, so again, yung set A ay subset ng set B kung lahat ng element meron si set A ay makikita nyo sa set B. Yan ay subset. Okay, so ang opposite ng subset ay itong symbol na to. Okay, ang formula naman para malaman natin kung ilan yung subset ng given set ay ito. 2 raised to n. Okay, so 2 raised to n, illustrate ko mamaya kung paano to gamitin kasi sa second quarter pa natin pag-aaralan yung tungkol sa exponent. Okay, so activity muna tayo. Given this, we have set A containing these elements. 1 to counting numbers. We have 1 to 6 all the way down to 6. Then we have set B counting numbers less than 7. Then we have set C 1, 2, and 3. Then we have set D even numbers between 3 and 7. Then we have set E containing element 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then we have set F, we have empty set. Then we have set Q, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So, this time we're going to identify if this set that is written at the left side is a subset or not a subset of this set that is written at the right side. Okay, so, ang ilalagay lang po natin yung symbol ng subset natin. So, una, i-express muna natin tong mga set na to sa roster form para mas madaling malaman kung lahat ng element ay makikita dun sa kabilang set. Okay, so gagawin muna natin roster form tong letter B, yung set B natin. So we're going to identify ano yung mga element ng set B since naka-verbal description yan. So we have counting number less than 7. So counting number, mag-start tayo sa 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Since that is less than 7, so hanggang 6 lang. Then we also have set D. Naka-verbal description din po yan. So, kailangan natin i-express yan or illustrate yan sa roster form. So, we have set D. We're going to identify or list down the element of set D. These are even number between 3 and 7. Even number lang na mas malaki sa 4, mas malaki sa 3 at mas mababa sa 7. So we have 4 and 6. That is even number that is in between 3 and 7. So this time we are going to answer the following items by writing subset or not a subset. Okay, so set A and set B. Lahat ba ng element meron si set A ay makikita sa set B? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Lahat ba tong element na to ay nasa set B? Okay, so definitely yes. So that is a subset of set B. Okay, number 2. Set D and set A. Titignan natin yung set D. Ang element natin dito, we have 4 and 6. Itong 4 and 6 ba makikita sa set A or element din ba siya ng set A? Basta lahat ng element meron si set D ay makikita sa element ng set A, yan ay subset. Okay, so that is a subset of set A. Next, set F and set C. Ang set F natin is an empty set, so definitely that is always be a subset of any set. Lahat, yung empty set ay always a subset of any set. Next, number 4. Set B and set D. Ang set B natin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lahat ba tong element na to makikita sa ating set D? Ang set D natin, 4 and 6. So, wala yung 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, and 5. Okay, so that is not a subset. Definitely, we have B is not a subset of set D. That is because itong 1, 2, 3, and 5 ay hindi makikita sa set D. Okay, next, number 5. Set E and set U. Ang set E natin, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Itong element ba na to na meron si set E ay makikita sa set U. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So, nandito rin. So, that is a subset. E is a subset of set U. Next, number 6. Set E and set B. Ang set E natin, ang element 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Lahat ba tong element na to ay makikita rin sa set B? Definitely, meron tayong element dito na hindi makikita sa set B, and that is 7. So that is not a subset. Set E is not a subset of set B. Okay, next, number 7. Set C and set D. Ang set C natin, 1, 2, and 3. Samantalang ang set D natin, we have 4 and 6. Lahat ba tong element na to ay makikita rin sa set D? Definitely wala. So that is not a subset. Ang tawag dyan ay disjoint set. Ayan. Kasi wala silang common element. Okay, disjoint kapag walang common element. Next, we have number 8, set B and set U. Set B natin, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Ang set U natin, ito yon. Lahat ng element meron si set B ay makikita rin sa set U, so that is a subset. Okay, next, number 9. Set A and set E. Ang set A natin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Lahat ba ng element meron tong si set A ay matatagpuan din sa set E? Definitely not, because yung 1 and 2 ay hindi makikita sa set E. So definitely this is not a subset. So not a subset. Next, number 10. Set B and set C. Ang set B natin, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yan yung element ng set B. Lahat ba ng element meron si set B ay makikita din sa set C? Definitely not. Kasi same lang din to. Condition natin, itong 1 at saka 2, hindi makikita sa set B and set C. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yan yung element meron si set B. Lahat ba to makikita sa set C? Definitely not. Kasi wala dyan yung ating tatlong element, yung 4, 5, and 6. Hindi yan makikita sa C, set C, so that is not a subset. So yan yung subset at saka not subset. Okay, next. This time we're going to discuss the proper subset. Yan. Okay, so set A is a proper subset of set B if and only if every element in set A is also an element of set B and that set B contain at least one element that is not in set A. Yan. That can be expressed using this symbol. Ang kabaliktaran nito, not a proper subset. Kailan ba natin malalaman na yan ay proper subset? May dalawang condition tayo dito. Unang-una, we have to be a proper set, it must be, take note, it must be a subset and that subset must not be equal to the given set. Ano ibig sabihin nitong equal to a given set? Ibig sabihin yan, same lang yung element, meron yung dalawang set. Masasabi yung equal set yan. Same in the cardinal number or the number of element, same din yung element. Aside dun sa cardinality. Kasi meron tayong equivalent set at saka equal set. I-discuss ko yon sa mga susunod na video. Okay, so it must be a subset and that subset must not be equal to the given set. Okay, so ito yung ating formula para malaman natin kung ilan yung proper subset ng given set. So, kanina, ito yung formula natin kung para malaman kung ilan yung subset ng given set. Ngayon naman, para malaman kung ilan yung proper subset, dadagdag natin tong less 1, minus 1. Yan. So, yan. Okay, para maging klaro, let us have this example. Para sa proper subset, ang gagawin natin dito, we're going to write the symbol. Kung yung set na to ay proper subset ng set A. Itong symbol naman na to kung yung set na to ay not proper subset. Okay, so ulitin ko lang yung definition ng ating proper subset. Set A is a proper subset of set B kung lahat ng element meron si set A ay makikita sa set B. At merong isang element meron si set B na wala sa set A. So, yon. Okay, so umpisan na natin. Let us have number 1. Sign ko muna. Consider this set A. We have 1, 2, and 3. Then, identify whether the given set is a proper subset or not a proper subset of set A. Let us have this set containing element 1. Ito ba ay proper subset ng set A? Itong set ba na to, yung element ba na 1, makikita rin sa set A? Definitely, yes. Andito yung 1. Meron bang element si set A na wala dito sa given set? Ay, dito sa number 1? Meron yung 2 and 3. Definitely, this is a proper subset of set A. So, yan. Lagay natin. That is a proper subset of set A. Okay, next, number 2. How about this set containing 2? Okay, yung set na to, may element na to. Itong element na to, makikita rin ba sa set A? So, andito yung 2. Ibig sabihin, subset siya. This set is a subset of set A. Ang tanong ulit, meron bang element si set A na wala dito sa set na to? Meron. That is 1 and 3. Ibig sabihin, proper subset din siya ng set A. Okay, that is also a proper subset of set A. Next, number 3. Let us have this set containing the element 2 and 3. Lahat pa ng element meron tong set na to ay makikita sa set A. We have 2 and 3, meron din sa set A. So, ibig sabihin, ito ay subset ng set A. Ang tanong ulit, lahat din ba ng element meron tong set A ay makikita dito o merong isa? At least 1. Okay, so hindi nyo makikita yung 1 dito sa set na to. So, still, this is a proper subset of set A. Okay, next, let us have 3 and 4. This element, 3 and 4, is it also an element of set A? Okay, kung mapapansin ninyo, itong 4 dito ay wala dito. Yung element na 4 ay hindi nyo makikita sa set A. Definitely, that is not a subset. Kapag ka hindi siya subset, automatically, hindi na rin siya proper subset ng set A. Okay, so that is not a proper subset of set A. Hindi siya subset, matik na yun na hindi na rin siya proper subset. Okay, kailangan subset siya. Okay, next, let us have number 5. How about this one? Okay, obvious naman, that is not a proper subset of set A. Kasi ang reason, kailangan pa bang sabihin ng reason? Okay, kasi this one is not a set. This is an integers. Definitely, that is not a proper subset of set A. Okay, next. Let us have number 6. The number 6 natin, we have 1, 2, and 3. These are the element of this set. That is also a subset of set A. But the question is, meron bang element itong si set A na wala dito? So, wala. Definitely, this is not a subset. Okay, so baka malito kayo dito Kulitin ko lang Masasabi lang ninyong proper subset to kung lahat ng element meron tong set na to ay makikita sa set A. At merong isa dito, at least one element tong set A na hindi makikita dito. Since makikita naman lahat, so definitely these two sets are said to be equal set. So kapag ka-equal set yan, hindi na yan proper subset. Okay, next. Number 7. Okay, so how about this one? Empty set. Okay, so empty set is always a subset of any set. And this element does not belong to the empty set. So that is automatically a proper subset of any set. Empty set is always a proper subset of any set. Okay, so may tanong. Okay, next tayo. Let us have the universal set. Okay, so what is the universal set? From the root word universe. So ayan yung ating symbol ng universal set. Para siyang U. Yan. example natin, we have set A, set B, and set C. It comprise the universal set. Ito yung bumubuo sa universal set. All you have to do is to combine all the element, but you are going to list down the element once. Hindi nyo pwedeng ulitin yung element. So, dito, ang element meron sa set A ay negative 3, negative 2, negative 1. Dapat makikita yan sa universal set. Then, we have set B. Ang element meron dito ay 0, 1, and 2. Dapat makikita rin to sa universal set. Then, we have set C. Ang element natin, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Dapat itong element na to makikita rin sa universal set. But take note, we're going to list down this element 1 and 2, this element 1, once, isang beses lang, kasi pagka sinabi nating set, it must be, well, yung element doon should be distinct element. Okay, next, let us have the last one. We have the power set. Power set is a collection of all subset of a given set. So, ito yung symbol natin ng power set. Power set of set A where every element is actually a set. Okay, so given this set A containing element 1 and 2, ito yung ating magiging subset. Una dyan yung empty set. Set with one element. Ito yung mga element din natin, pero express natin siya as a set. Yan, enclose lang natin into a brace. Okay, so then we have the set itself, 2 element. So ito yung ating magsisilbing power set. Okay, so let us have this last example. Last example or activity. Okay, since last naman na yung lesson natin. Let us have set A. Even numbers between 3 and 9. What we're going to do is to list down the power set of set A. So, una, we're going to identify ilan ba yung ating subset. Para malaman yan, identify muna natin kung ano yung cardinality ng given set. To identify the cardinality of that given set, we're going to illustrate this using the roster form. So, i-express natin muna yan into a roster form. We have set A that will be equal to, we're going to list down the element. Okay, so what are those even numbers that is in between 3 and 9? Ano na yung mga even numbers natin? In between 3 and 9, even numbers natin, we have 4, 6, and 8. Yan yung even number in between 3 and 9. Okay, next. Identify natin ano yung cardinal number ng set A. So we have cardinal number of set A will be equal to ilang element meron si set A. Pag bilangin natin ilang element or ilang object meron si set A, that is equal to 3. And this time, using the formula for set the subset of the given set A, we're going to use this formula. Okay, so ang formula natin, we have 2 raised to n, where n is the cardinal number of the given set. Okay, so that will be equal to, constant yung 2 dyan, di nagbabago. So that is equal to 2 raised to, sorry, medyo nazoom ko ata yung 1. So 2 raised to n. Ang n natin ay 3, yung cardinal number, ilang element meron. And we have, ang ibig sabihin ng exponent yan na 3, since yan ay may didiscuss pa lang sa inyo sa second quarter, sa susunod na quarter, in advance na lang, tuturo ko kung ano ibig sabihin ng exponent na 3. So we're going to use this base 2 as a factor 3 times, or we're going to multiply that base 3 times to itself, and that is, okay, so we have 2 times 2, sorry, 2 times 2 times 2, and that is equal to 2 times 2, that will be equal to 4 times 2, and that is equal to 8. Ibig sabihin, itong set na to na may element na 4, 6, and 8 ay merong 8 subsets. We have 8 subsets. Kung tinatanong kung ilang subset meron, so yun yung formula. We have 8 subsets. We're going to list down the subsets of set A. Ano na yung mga subset natin dyan? So, list down natin. We have subset of A. Those are, we have, unang-una dyan yung ating null set. Then we have the set with one element. We have 4. Then we also have 6. Then we also have 8. Then we have the set containing 2 elements. Those are, we have 4 and 6. We also have 4 and 8. We also have 6 and 8. Okay, so then lastly we have the set itself. We have 4, 6, and 8. Those are the subset of this given set. And if we're going to list down all the power set of set A, all you have to do is to write this or use this subset as the element. So we have the subset, the power set of set A will be equal to, okay, so we're going to list down all the subsets. In this form, we have 4 element, then we have 6, and we have 8. Yan yung element ng ating power set, yung mga subset ng given set. Then we have 4 and 6. Also have 4 and 8. And we also have 6 and 8. And we also have last one, yung ating set A, 4, 6, and 8. Okay, so yan. We're going to write that subset, this subset as an element of that power set. Yan yung magsisilbing element ng ating power set. Okay, so this time we're going to identify ano dito yung mga proper subset ng set A. Ito yung mga proper subset ng ating set A. I-underline ko na lang using blue. Okay, so una dyan yung universal set. That is a proper subset. Itong set na to containing 4, that is also a proper subset of A. Then we also have this 1. Then we have 8 element. Then we have this set containing 4 and 6. That is also a proper subset. Ito rin ay proper subset. Then we also have this set containing 6 and 8. And this is not a proper subset of set A. Ito ay not a proper subset. Dadagdag ko lang ha. But that is a subset. So that is not a proper subset. That is not a proper subset of set A. So yan. Ilan yung ating proper subset dito? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So take note, yung cardinal number or yung proper subset natin, kung ilan yung proper subset, ang formula natin, 2 raised to n, magma-minus lang kayo ng 1. So that's all. Yan yung tungkol sa power set. Okay, next. Okay, so yan lang. Okay, so di-discuss ko sa inyo kung paano sagutan yung mga exercises. So dito, meron tayong tatlong station sa what's more station. You are going to identify kung yan ay well-defined or not well-defined. Yan. Then sa station 2, after you identify or classify this, whether it is well-defined or not well-defined, i-identify ninyo yung tatlo. Kukuha nyo na tatlo dito na well-defined. Tapos, ililista ninyo, i-identify ninyo yung mga element ng mga well-defined na yon. Then, for station 3, kukuha kayo dito sa station 2, yung nakuha ninyong well-defined at nalista ninyo yung mga element, meron yung set na yon, kukunin nyo yung may pinakamababang number of element or the cardinal number, the least number of element. At yun yung gagamitin nyo para sa makompleto yung table dito sa station 3. Okay, next tayo. Let us save this. Ito yung ating what I have learned. You're going to write your answer in the blanks. Fill in the blanks lang. Number 1. Blank is a collection of a well-defined distinct object. Ano yun? Then number 2, blank are the members of the given set. Yung object, yung tawag doon. Number 3, blank is the number of a distinct or well-defined element in the given set. The number. Okay, number 4, the set is blank of set B if and only if every element in set A is also an element of set B. Okay, the next, number 5, blank is a set of which contain all the element of the other given set. Next, number 6, blank is a set which does not contain any element. Na-discuss po natin yan lahat. Okay, next, ito naman sa what I can do. We're going to think of any personality which inspires you in some way. List down the element of the given set using the table at the left. Ayan. Famous person. Okay, so i-complete natin to. You're going to use the set using the roster method. I-list down ninyo yung mga element. Then 0 element, ito yung empty set. Then we have 1 element para makompleto natin yung ating mga proper subset. Dito naman, for set B, okay, we're going to identify the number of subset using this formula and even by counting. Okay, so we're going to list down all the element. Then afterwards, you're going to determine how many subset by counting. And next, ito yung sa proper subset. Then, we also have the assessment, things evaluation. You're going to read each item carefully. Write the letter of the correct answer in your notebook. So you're going to choose the letter of the correct answer and write your answer in your notebook. This is just only a 5 items. Multiple choice. Next, let us have this additional activity. So this activity 1, you're going to write or draw a happy face before its well-defined set. So kung ito ay well-defined set, magdodrawing lang kayo ng happy face. Then kapag yan naman ay not well-defined, draw kayo ng sad face. Okay, so next we have this activity, classify whether the statement is true. Considering this symbol, ito yung symbol natin ng not element. This is element. Then we have this cardinal number. Kung yung cardinal number ba ng A ay 5, cardinal number ng B ay 5, you're going to write the true kung yan ay true, false naman kung yung statement ay false. Okay, next number, the last activity, list down all the element and identify the cardinal number of each set. Answer it in your notebook. Okay, so you're going to list down the element. So using the roster form, you're going to illustrate this. Tapos, after you list down the element, bibilangin nyo kung ilan yung element. So, yan yung cardinal number. Okay, so yan lamang muna ang ating pag-aaralan ngayon. Wait for my next video. We're going to discuss the operation of set. Okay, so thank you.